Hello and welcome to Pacific Pickleball 2023. We're at Gold Coast. This is Dylan Kimlin and we're currently witnessing two of the fellas warming up for their first round robin match here in the open singles division for the gentlemen. In the lighter coloured t-shirt we have Alex Cortes and he'll be up against Mitchell Hargreaves. We've had a pretty busy morning, if I'm being honest. We've had some wonderful matches with the men's and women's Masters events. So they've finished up and you can catch the gold medal matches for both on the PAA Facebook and YouTube account. These matches will be streamed on the Facebook and YouTube account of Pickleball Australia as well. You're welcome to share it around. If you've got any mates playing or any family friends, please, the more exposure for these players, the better. Speaking of exposure, we just had some TV crews rock up. Had a good yarn with Mitchell and Sarah Burr. And they had a chat about the wonderful sport of pickleball and how it's growing in Australia. We love to see it. So for this singles event, it is double elimination. 3 games to 11, win by 2. The third game, the players will swap at 6 points. Now, the players are using Franklin X40s, which is the usual go-to ball for outdoor events here in Queensland. And let me tell you, this draw is phenomenal. All right, it looks like the players are good to go. We can get started. Hargreaves to start. And that is one way. Oh no, I believe they're just warming up their serves. Never mind. They're just having a good whack. Well, we'll leave the scoreboard up there anyway. The gentlemen throughout this event, you can catch the draws and whatnot on Pickleball brackets. Hello, Shane. Sorry, mate. Yeah, you're right. I would have grabbed your ball. So for I mentioned the Masters men's singles events. We've just had one of the gentlemen walk past the table to grab the ball. Unfortunately, it's rolled through. That bronze medal match has gone for like an hour. So that's Shane and Ray Ware. You can see in the background there. They're having an absolute battle. Now, as soon as these fellas are keen to get into it, I am very excited to see who'll take the medals for this event. If I'm being honest with you, I can't really pick it. I think it's one of those events where there's at least a large percentage of the draw could honestly take the gold. There's so many quality players playing today, and that's what you want from an event. It's really well seeded, and I know there's a couple players that are licking their lips in the anticipation of versing high quality players from around the country. So Mitch Hargreaves has just been back from the States. I believe he played in the Open over there, the US Open. And it looks like the guys are just going to have a spin of the paddle to see who's going to go first. Typically in pickleball, if you've never played, you can see Alex now. I don't know, they're coming to an agreement with who's going to serve first. All right, there we go. So there's multiple ways to start a pickleball game. Usually you spin a paddle and whatever, if it lands on a particular icon or letter, that means you serve first or whatnot. In that instance there, Alex's paddle had a particular marking on the left or the right side of his paddle. And Mitchell just had to guess which side it was, and it looks like he guessed correctly. So it looks like Mitchell's going to serve first. And we are underway with the men's open. Very exciting. 0-0. And that's just gone long. Hargreaves takes the first point, and the returns in singles are so vital. Fortunately, there are 2 errors for Cortes on exactly that, the returns. Because you want to obviously get it in, but it can't be in a position that's, you know, too I guess, sets up the opposition for an opportunity to strike back. And that there is a great example of that. So Cortes got his return over, however it was in an opportunity. A nice high bouncing ball for Mitch Hargreaves to strike with a awesome forehand drive. Good effort there by Cortes. Unfortunately, Hargreaves had covered up to the net in time. Finds himself with a quick little 5-0 lead. And leads like this can happen very quickly in singles. There we go, gentlemen, just confirming the scores. Oh, unfortunate there for Cortes. And the value of warming up properly and making sure that you're ready to go in these events is absolutely crucial, especially in a double elimination. Oh, wonderful coverage there by Hargreaves. I was having a chat to Cortes before the match. He mentioned he's from the squash scene. And we love to see players from different events coming and giving pickleball a go. But Alex said he was hopping in to just learn. And I would recommend anyone that hasn't played singles or tournaments in general, the best way you can, find out what it's all about is just throw yourself in. You don't have to join the opens or join super advanced sessions. There are categories deliberately made for beginner and intermediate players. Oh, unlucky there by Cortes, aiming for the corner. So what you can see here, guys, is the coverage of Mitch Hargreaves. So he'll get into a middle position, forehand drive down line, immediately come up and get a smash. So that takes the first game there for Hargreaves. And that's actually pretty textbook singles. So if you're wondering what the generic play style is or how you can start if you've never played, that there's a pretty good, a good method to get yourself into it. We find a lot of players with power strokes, forehand drives, double backhand drives, have a lot of success in singles. So if you're one of those tennis bangers, as we all call them, singles might be your way to go. Meanwhile, behind this court, we can still see the men's bronze for the Masters is still going. Absolute marathon from those gentlemen. Game 2 underway. Cortes to serve. Ooh. Just wide, side away. With Hargreaves to bring it in. Great effort there by Cortes. The difficulty with versing someone of Mitchell's height is his arm reach. Can quickly cover the ball, to collect the ball. So when he's up at that net, it's a genuine intimidating presence to try and get past. Oh, unlucky. Cortes realising that and trying to drop it into the corner. You'll also notice that Hargreaves has not made a single serving error thus far. So I mentioned that returns are absolutely crucial in pickleball. Oh, beautiful shot there. Serving is just as important. If you're one of those people that struggle with serving, you get the yips. Something I'd recommend working on before you give singles a go, because if you can't serve it in, you can't really try for a point. Hargreaves 5-0, finding himself with a healthy lead here in game 2. Good little rally there. So Cortes has clicked on to what Hargreaves is doing. He managed to read him quite well there on that first forehand smash. But Hargreaves being able to capitalise on the second shot. Ooh. Unlucky there. Hitting those long, deep returns is not a bad strategy. And that's a net roll. Most painful shot in singles pickleball is one of those ones that just roll over. Very hard to return. Oh, good effort again. Mitchell's experience is starting to kick in. He's getting points without exerting much energy too, and in a long tournament like this one, that's actually really important. Don't want to tire yourself out. Oh, Cortes had the opportunity there. Alright, match point, 10-0. Well, that's absolutely clinical there by Mitch Hargreaves. Takes the first game. So he'll progress to the second round. Meanwhile, the gentlemen behind us are still going in their bronze medal match. Absolute endurance, fair by both. I will say, ladies and gentlemen, the second round of this singles draw for the men's is absolutely nuts. So don't go too far. We will jump straight into the next match as soon as the gentlemen are ready. Oh, it looks like the guys behind us are finally done. Mammoth effort by Ray and Shane. Well done to them both. So I'll close the stream for now. We will be back live very shortly. This is Dylan Kimlin from Royal Pines with Pacific Pickleball and Pickleball Australia. Thank you to both for providing us with this wonderful event.